Welcome back to the daily discussion. Have you been struggling to get to work and accomplish something that you really, really want, or something you keep talking about or telling other people you're going to do, or brainstorming about, or whatever, and you just never pull the trigger? How do you talk about that first? I want to discuss that because a lot of times I write to myself or I talk to myself and said, I should do this or I need to do that. But then I kind of turn myself off to it because of that. Because of the language of should and need, I kind of get almost like an aversion to it. So the more I'm told what I have to do, by myself, I almost get to a point where I just kind of walk away and go, I don't really got to do that. And, you can't tell me what to do. So I have like a bully complex with myself at times where I just will turn it off. So I've had to change my language and the way I talk about it to say, I want to and I get to. So there's that first part of it. Now, along those lines, as I'm going through it, I'm like, well, how do I accomplish this then? And I'm coaching myself a little bit to a certain extent, saying like, well, I should probably put it in my calendar, but then I just never pulled the trigger. As I was talking to my coach today, I told her, I was like, I just think I need to put it in my calendar. And she's like, well, have you done that yet? And I was like, no. She's like, well, then why are we talking right now? Why don't you get off and put it on the calendar right now before we start continuing? I was like, oh, all right. Somebody just held me accountable. I got to do it, right? So I did. I went and put it in my calendar and I booked some time for myself to start creating something that I want to create. So I ask you, how often are you putting those things off because you keep telling yourself what you have to do or you should do, and you're kind of turning yourself off to it, or you don't have an accountability partner to kind of help you pull that trigger or whatever the case is, or have you not put it in your calendar? Why don't we go ahead and put it in your calendar, schedule it, just like I had to do. Schedule that time so that you can only say no to yourself and don't have to do it to anybody else. Like, you've got that time booked, and now you have to consciously make a decision to not do it. Let me know if that works for you, and if you need any help with that, or some accountability partner for to get you to pull the trigger, just like I had to have.